Okay. I'd like to talk about sex as a liberating tool. Most people don't realize that somewhere along the path of realization, great teachers even have to go through a phase where the issue of sex comes up. This is associated with this, if you were to look at this in the timeline of studying yoga, that this is in the 3rd chapter of Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, where the powers are. So this is after samadhi is achieved. And the act of sex, as opposed to an intellectual or an emotional understanding only, is divided into 2 paths. The right hand, or the white Tantra, or the left hand, or the black Tantra. In the black Tantra, the sex act is actually consummated. And you'll see this in Tibetan iconography with what's called the Avyam position. And in the real left-hand tradition, you eat grain and fish and meat, drink alcohol, and have sex. Now, Ramakhrisna was taught by somebody on the left-hand path, but he never actually consummated the sex act. When he started to do that, he went into samadhi. So most people don't realize that this comes up. Now, people like Sai Baba, who's been accused of having sex with young children, or younger children, children under the age of 18, also got caught up in this. I think that every spiritual teacher suffers from this in one way or another. You have to go beyond this state in order to get into a different state entirely. Anyway, to get back about Tantra and sex, we were talking about masturbation. Well, one of the techniques they use is to have the liberation aspect of sex is to teach masturbation without ejaculation. And so that the semen is retained, at least for a little while. And they practice some breathing exercises that strip the prana from the semen. So when it's discarded, the prana has been transferred into ojas. And there's one relatively open practice where you have the masturbation with retention. And then there's a more secret method. The masturbation without ejaculation and the consequent sex act has sort of been popularized by Osho or Rajneesh. Of course, you see with that, his life, that negative things happened around him. And I don't think he really cared, but in a way, but that's just a statement of fact. And even today, they practice that. If you go to Pune, to his ashram, they make you take an age test because they have partners that are joined up in order to do their best to do this. Now, they don't publicize what they do. It sort of gets known from people that are part of the organization. And because of the negative things that happen, they plan it. So anyway, there's one place you can go to learn about that. And the second method, which I also know about, has a similar effect where there is no ejaculation. And there's also some corresponding things for this for women as well. Not going to go into much detail on them. The end result of both of these practices is when the prana is converted to ojas, there is a flood of energy into the brain. And this is extremely intoxicating. You know, you heard people being on ecstasy and crack and stuff like that. There is no comparison with this.